Akashvani presents Morning News. Good morning, I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay. The headlines. Notification for second phase of Lok Sabha elections to be issued today. Army Commanders Conference 2024 to begin today in New Delhi in hybrid mode. Delhi High Court refuses to grant immediate interim relief to Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal in connection with excise policy scam. Ukraine Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba to arrive on a two-day visit to India today. Indo Australian pair of Rohan Bopanna and Matthew Ebden to play the men's double semi-final match in Miami Open tennis today. And in cricket, IPL, Sunrisers Hyderabad beat Mumbai Indians by 31 runs. The notification for the second phase of Lok Sabha elections will be issued today. 88 Lok Sabha seats in 12 states and union territories, along with the remaining part of the outer Manipur Lok Sabha constituency, will go to polls in this phase on the 26th of next month. Last date for filing of nominations is the 4th of April. The filing of nominations for the first phase of Lok Sabha elections, along with single-phase assembly polls in two northeastern states, ended last evening. In Bihar, today is the last day for filing of papers for the first phase of parliamentary elections. We spoke to Chief Electoral Officer of Bihar, H.R. Srinivas.
बिहार के जो 4 पार्लियामेंट्री कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी है आज नॉमिनेशन होगा। हम लोग इसके लिए सभी जिला स्तरीय पदाधिकारी डीएम लोगों से लगातार मीटिंग कर रहा है। हम लोग बैलेट पेपर छपाने का पूरा इंतजाम कर दिया है। इलेक्ट्रॉनिक वोटिंग मशीन वीवीपैट को भी रेडी कर दिया है। पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज के साथ भी मीटिंग किया हमने और उन लोगों को मॉडल कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट के बारे में बताया। जो कैंडिडेट्स का आपराधिक बैकग्राउंड है उन लोगों को भी माननीय उच्चतम न्यायालय का आदेश का आलोक में उन लोगों को 3 बार निर्वाचन के पहले न्यूज़पेपर में, टीवी में एडवर्टाइजमेंट देना पड़ेगा।
In the first phase, 102 Lok Sabha seats in 17 states and 4 union territories, along with 32 assembly constituencies in Sikkim and 60-member house in Arunachal Pradesh will go to polls on the 19th of next month. Among states going to polls in a single phase for the Lok Sabha polls are Tamil Nadu, Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim, Lakshadweep, Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Puducherry. The scrutiny of nominations will take place today, and the last day for the withdrawal of candidatures is Saturday. Several prominent candidates across the country filed the nomination for the first phase of Lok Sabha polls on the last day yesterday. Senior BJP leader and Union Minister Nitin Gadkari filed his papers for Nagpur Lok Sabha constituency in Maharashtra. In Tripura, BJP nominee from Tripura West Lok Sabha constituency Biplab Kumar Deb and his nearest rival from Congress, Ashish Shah, have filed the nominations. Congress has also released another list of 14 candidates for the Lok Sabha polls on the last day of filing of nominations. The party has fielded Dolly Sharma from Ghaziabad Lok Sabha seat, while Nakul Dubey will fight from Sitapur seat in UP. Party leader Kalicharan Munda will contest from Khuti Lok Sabha seat in Jharkhand. Pratap Bhanu Sharma has been given ticket from Vidisha and Rao Yadvendra Singh from Guna parliamentary constituency in Madhya Pradesh. More than 150 nominations have been filed for the first phase of voting in Madhya Pradesh. Notification for another 7 Lok Sabha seats will be issued today in the second phase. Our correspondent has filed this report.
A total of 153 nomination papers have been filed by 113 candidates in the first phase of Lok Sabha elections in Madhya Pradesh. Voting will be held on 19 April in 6 seats of the state, namely Sindhi, Shahdol, Jabalpur, Mandla, Balaghat and Chhindwara in the first phase. On the last day of filing nomination papers yesterday, 64 candidates filed 89 nomination papers. Maximum 33 nominations have been filed in Jabalpur, while minimum 14 in Shahdol. On the other hand, since the implementation of Model Code of Conduct, the teams of election commissions have seized materials worth around 32 crore rupees. This includes cash of more than 1 crore 58 lakh rupees. Sanjeev Sharma, Akashvani News, Bhopal.
The notifications have been issued today for the 13 Lok Sabha constituencies of Rajasthan under the second phase of the election. With the notification, nomination process will start in Tong, Savai Madhopur, Ajmer, Pali, Jodhpur, Barmer, Jalore, Udaipur, Banswara, Chittorgarh, Rajsamand, Bhilwara, Kota and Bara Jhalawar seats today. Meanwhile, the nomination process was completed yesterday for the 12 Lok Sabha seats of the state for the first phase of elections. We have more from a correspondent.
A total of 131 candidates have filed nominations at the 12 Lok Sabha constituencies for the first phase of election. Maximum 17 candidates have submitted their nomination papers on Jaipur Rural Lok Sabha seat, whereas just 4 candidates have filed nominations for Karoli Dholpur Lok Sabha seat. 16 candidates each have filed nominations on Churu, Sikar and Jaipur Lok Sabha seats. Scrutiny of nomination papers will take place today. Meanwhile, the election campaign has been kicked off with the nomination and candidates have set up their offices for campaigning. With Jitendra Dwivedi's report from Jaipur, Chirag Jha, Akashvani News, Delhi.
In Arunachal Pradesh also, the filing of nominations for the simultaneous elections for 2 Lok Sabha and 60 Legislative Assembly seats ended last night. 15 candidates have filed nominations for the 2 parliamentary seats. For Arunachal West seat, 8 nominations were filed, and for Arunachal East seat, 7 nominations were filed. In the state assembly elections, 197 candidates have filed nominations for the 60 Legislative Assembly constituencies. The office of the Chief Electoral Officer, Arunachal Pradesh, have informed that only 1 nomination each were received in 5 assembly constituencies. All the candidates who have filed nominations in these 5 assembly seats are from BJP. They are Chief Minister Pema Khandu, Techi Ratu, GK Tako, Nyato Dokam and Muchu Mithi. In Punjab, preparations are in full swing for the Lok Sabha elections along with other parts of the country. A notification will be issued on the 5th of May for the 7th and last phase of voting in the state on the 1st of June. Thus, most of the political parties are still considering the names of the candidates. The turnout was recorded at 65. 9 to 4% in the 2019 general elections. The office of the Chief Electoral Officer is running a special campaign to make people aware to use their franchise to achieve the target of surpassing 70% voter turnout, that is bar 70 par. A report from a Jalandhar correspondent.
The 13 Lok Sabha constituencies, including 4 reserved for the scheduled caste category, are spread over the Doaba, Majha and Malwa areas of Punjab. The total number of voters is 2,12,71,246, which is 3,78,573 more than 2019 Lok Sabha elections. 4,89,631 young voters will exercise their franchise for the first time. The ruling Aam Aadmi Party has announced its candidates for 8 constituencies so far and 5 are state cabinet ministers. All other major political parties, including the BJP, Congress and Shiromani Akali Dal, are still considering the names of candidates. This time, almost all the major political parties have not been able to form an alliance and multi-cornered contests will be seen. Sheshu Sharma Shantal, Akashvani News, Jalandhar.
This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
Lok Nirnay 2024, a special program on the general elections, every evening at 7
and repeat broadcast at 9:30 p.m. on Akashvani Gold.
Updates of election activities, insights from regions and constituencies, expert opinion and analysis.
In the world's largest festival of democracy.
Stay tuned to Lok Prasarak ke saath, Lok Nirnay 2024.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Morning News. Army Commanders Conference 2024 will start in hybrid mode in New Delhi today. During the conference, Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh will address the gathering and interact with senior military leadership on the 2nd of next month. On the first day of the conference, Chief of the Army Staff General Manoj Pandey will interact with Army commanders participating in virtual mode from the command headquarters. On the last day of the conference, Chief of Defence Staff General Anil Chauhan, Chief of the Naval Staff Admiral R. Harikumar and the Chief of the Air Staff Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary will address the gathering. The event will be attended by the Defence Secretary Giridhar Armane and other senior officials from the Ministry of Defence. The Delhi High Court refused to grant immediate interim relief to Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal yesterday. The High Court issued notice to the ED on a plea moved by Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal challenging his arrest by the Enforcement Directorate ED and 6 days of remand in the money laundering case related to the alleged liquor policy scam case. He is under the custody of the Enforcement Directorate in connection with the case. Delhi Lieutenant Governor Vinay Kumar Saxena assured the citizens of the national capital that the Delhi government will not be run from jail. His remarks came on the backdrop of statements by AAP leaders that Arvind Kejriwal will continue as Chief Minister even if he is behind bars. Ukraine Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba will be arriving in New Delhi today for a 2-day official visit to India at the invitation of the External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar. During his visit, Mr. Kuleba will have several engagements, including official meetings with the External Affairs Minister and Deputy National Security Advisor. The External Affairs Ministry said that both ministers will discuss matters about the bilateral partnership and cooperation on regional and global issues of mutual interest. The Ukraine Foreign Minister is also expected to interact with the business community. The centre has extended the Armed Forces Special Powers Act (AFSPA) in 8 districts and 21 police stations in 5 other districts of Nagaland with effect from the 1st of April this year. The AFSPA has been enforced in certain districts and police station areas in Nagaland for many years now, and it is extended periodically. In a notification, the Union Home Ministry said that a further review of the law and order situation in the state of Nagaland has been undertaken. 6 police stations each in Mokokchung and Juneboto districts, 4 in Kohima, 3 in Wukha and 1 in Longlang are declared as disturbed areas. All universities have been directed to use net score for admission to PhD programs instead of conducting separate entrance tests starting from the academic session 2024-25. University Grants Commission Chairman M. Jagdesh Kumar in a social media post said that from the academic session 2024-25, all universities can use net score for admission to PhD programs. In Miami Open tennis, top-seeded India's Rohan Bopanna and his Australian companion Matthew Ebden will face the pair of Marcel Granollers of Spain and Horacio Zeballos of Argentina, seeded 4th in the men's doubles semi-final today. The match is scheduled to begin at 10:30 p.m. IST. In Madrid Open badminton, ace Indian shuttler PV Sindhu has advanced to the women's singles pre-quarters yesterday. She is scheduled to face Huang Yu-sun of Taiwan today. In IPL, Rajasthan Royals will take on Delhi Capitals at the Savai Mansingh Stadium in Jaipur today. Sunrisers Hyderabad defeated Mumbai Indians by 31 runs in a high-scoring match at the Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium, Hyderabad, last night. Put into bat first, Hyderabad created history by posting a huge total of 277 for 3 in the stipulated 20 overs. And now, for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Saira Mujtaba.
Thank you, Abhishek. Amit Shah moots troops reduction in Kashmir, leads the Statesman. Business Standard quotes Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman in its headline, Reforms momentum will continue. The Asian Age quotes PM Modi as saying, will ensure 3,000 crore rupees looted from West Bengal is returned. On the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse in Baltimore, the Tribune writes, Biden hails Indian crew for timely alert, 6 who fell from bridge presumed dead. 2611 hero Sadanand Date is new NIA chief, informs Hindustan Times. Election Commission issues notices to Supriya Srinath, Dilip Ghosh for offensive remarks, states The Hindu. And finally, BJP upgrades from chai to coffee. Well, the Times of India reports that it's no more chai pe charcha, it's now coffee with youth. BJP has made a subtle transition as it looks to woo the youth in urban areas. And with that, it's back to you, Abhishek.
Thank you, Saira. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Notification for the second phase of Lok Sabha elections to be issued today. Army Commanders Conference 2024 to begin today in New Delhi in hybrid mode. Delhi High Court refuses to grant immediate interim relief to Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal in connection with excise policy scam. Ukraine Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba to arrive on a 2-day visit to India today. Indo Australian pair of Rohan Bopanna and Matthew Ebden to play the men's double semi-final match in Miami Open tennis today. And in cricket IPL, Sunrisers Hyderabad beat Mumbai Indians by 31 runs. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.
आकाशवाणी से पेश है खबरनामा।